Hi, chat. I forgot the guy again. I forgot my little creature. Hello. Uh, don't worry, I'm here. The rat. The rat has returned. Hello, chat. Hi. Happy Wednesday. How y'all doing? Hope your day is going well. Welcome in. Welcome in. Glad to see y'all. Hope y'all doing fine. Yeah, I was gonna just chat today. I couldn't really think of anything I really wanted to play today, so I'm just like, let's just have a good old yap session. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm just gonna talk about whatever. I don't really have much. Like, I'll probably only stream for like a few hours at most. Nothing too crazy. I'm not gonna be like here yapping for like 8 hours because I still gotta pack. Like, I haven't packed yet for the trip I'm going to. So, oh Jesus. So I still have to do that. Probably do that after this stream, and then probably after that help around clean the house before we leave, and then probably chill. I have to go to bed like kind of early tonight because we're leaving at 7, and my slow ass probably needs to wake up like around 5 or 6 ish in order to get ready. So hopefully everything won't be too chaotic when it comes to getting ready, because I like to be really prepared on trips. So it's going to be very. So I really hope that I get everything. Knowing me, it's probably gonna be good. I can get it done like in a few minutes because it's just like I'll need like 5 outfits, or like more like four, or because one for tomorrow I'm gonna wear tomorrow, and for the rest of the days. Yeah, I'm really excited. I can't wait to go. The place we're going to has a beach, so we're gonna be swimming and all that stuff. Yeah, I can't wait. Um, Also, we'll be partaking in alcohol because there are some pretty good alcohol where we're going, so I'm really excited. A lot of good Kush, so I'm like, not good Kush, but like that good, that good shit. I'm on that good, I'm on that no Kush bad alcohol. I got one can in my system and I'm really pretty tipsy. Bow down, bow down. I don't know what I'm doing. God, this is the content you guys wanted. Just a just a rat to goob around. You know that one song that goes like jump around, hey, 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 jump around, hey, 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 jump around. It's just me, just goob around. I'm just goobing. Having a lot of um I'm having a lot of thoughts. I can't remember how this came up, but I was thinking about how kind of what is it? I am not one to I've said it myself. Or like told myself I don't want to be famous. Like, honestly, the way I would want to be famous, I'd be famous, use that money, and then use that money that I got from being famous, and then do something else with it. Like, I might do let's see. I might just like whatever I do get from being famous. If it's like a lot, I might make my own little series, like animated series if I wanted to, or just work on something or do something creative, maybe like a movie or something. I don't know, but you like a lot of money in order to like even fucking fund a movie now. So it's like maybe like a small short, maybe like A24 low budget film. But who knows? Who knows what the future holds for the rat? I just got to keep, you just got to keep living, keep my head up, and keep living. Yeah, I don't really have many like just when it comes to like just chatting. I don't really have like many like topics I really want to sit down and be like, oh, I want to yap about this. It's kind of like comes whatever comes to mind, which I guess is the whole point of a just chatting stream, just to chat about whatever comes to your mind and stuff like that. So I guess it really depends on what's coming to my mind. a lot of the stuff will probably come up where I'll be like super nerdy, more like what is it, more like just more of like my interest when it comes to just chatting. Because I have a lot of yapped about you. I'm pretty sure all of you have like seen like the Minecraft streams where I'm just like I'm yapping or trying to yap because I'm like I've got to lock in on chopping wood. So it's really really interesting how like when you take away the what is it, like the Minecraft element, I could just talk about whatever I really wanted to. So yeah. What's been like permeating in my mind? I don't really know. Um, I've been having a lot of story ideas recently. I always have like a lot of story ideas, especially that I really they're mostly just the ideas that like live in my mind, but like don't really live anywhere else. Like I just keep my like to keep like my thoughts. I like to just say my thoughts verbally. I understand that maybe I should like write some of these down or like especially when it comes to like talking about like film and cinema. I'm just like very more about I talk about it because I know letterbox and apps like that exist, but I can't but I just like I kind of forget about it. I just kind of want to go and watch something and then talk about it later with the people, and that's usually my best form of interaction. It's a good way to jot your thoughts down, but like when it comes to movies, you're just kind of making it. I guess it's just like whatever, because it's like when you have the chance to write something, you have a chance to really process it, and I feel like I don't know. I think that I don't know. It's just I just don't like writing things down when it comes to my movie thoughts. Not because I think like oh no, I don't want people to listen to my opinion. It's just more like I kind of just want to talk about it more than like I don't know. It's just me. It might just be a me thing. But speaking of movies, I went to go see Scott Pilgrim vs. the World in theaters. A place in my area does like cult classic movies every Tuesday for $5, and I went to go see Scott Pilgrim vs. the World with my friends, and it was really chill. Had a really good vibe. Movie was good. I've seen the movie before like a few times, so I'm like I already know I was gonna have a good time. But my greatest fear when it comes to watching like those type of re-releases is that I'm afraid we are going to sit right next to somebody who likes to or those people who like to recite the entire movie or like say jokes before the character can say it. And that's always my greatest fear when I go to those type of like re-releases because depending on like what it is, you might because it's like depending on what it is, you might get somebody who just doesn't have a social barrier and are just like, oh, I want to do whatever. It's like I want to quote the entire movie, say the movie line for line, which sounds legit. I'm like, which thinking about it now, I'm like, how much brain space do you occupy for the entire movie? Because it's like, how long is Scott Pilgrim like the movie? How long is Scott Pilgrim? The one in. Let me look it up. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the 2010 film, it's about 2 hours long, and God, I can't even imagine quoting this entire movie. Like it must be like, and like as I said earlier, anytime there's people who anytime we get to these type of movies, my main fear is that me and my friends are gonna sit down to a group of people who just quote the entire movie, or like, or say the funny moments, or say like the iconic lines the character before it's said in the movie. It just kind of seems like annoying because it's like, dog, please be normal. Let everybody enjoy this movie. Um, that's like one thing I can just like talk about, or just something like that, or not even something like that. Just like that's a the thing I has that gets me on another topic. Oh my God, um I've had out of the top of my mind in recent years and like in like my movie viewing experience, I've had like two bad movie watching experiences. The one that comes to mind was what was it? No, wait. Did I have a weird? I'm trying to remember. Hold on. Let me. I had one recently that will always stick out to me. Um, I was watching Look Back, which is for those of you who don't know who Look Back is. What Look Back is? It is an adaptation of Tatsuki Fujimoto's um uh, manga, one shot manga. And for those of you who don't know who Tatsuki Fujimoto is, he is the author of Chainsaw Man, which I'm pretty sure if you've like been scrolling around for like the anime community for about what is it? Like a few years, you've probably seen it. So, and just to keep in mind, Look Back is a completely different vibe to Chainsaw Man. Like you'll get like the still have like humor and like quirks that you'll get with Chainsaw Man, or like kind of like how he like writes characters. But it's a totally different vibe, and I want to be honest. The best way I can describe Look Back, it is the most. It is probably the best thing. It's probably one of the few things you can from Tatsuki Fujimoto's like artwork his what is it, what the fuck, I'm trying to say like his work that you can show your parents because of how normal it is. Like it's so like different from like the crazy non like crazy vibe that is from Chainsaw Man. And okay, side tangent aside, I went to go see it, and the only place I was going to it is AMC theater. AMC theater compared to the ones I'm lucky that I have like this pretty cool. I have this like chain like in my like in like where in the area that I live that is way better than the AMC. Because if you guys have been to AMC, you know you're waiting at least 15 to 20 minutes for the fucking like for like for like commercials and stuff like that. Like AMC has been on my shit list for like a hot minute, because of just how long like the ads are, and I just can't stand it. There it and so that was already bad enough. I already knew that I was gonna get my shit, going to get going. I already knew I was already open to that. But I was open um to the two fucking dumbass to like this dumbass who dead ass walked into our theater room, screamed, and then walked away. And you can tell that this was like a mischievous, like definitely mischievous teenager, due to the fact that it was like you can hear like chuckles. And then the next fuck, and then that same fucker who that came back later and decided to like just scream like just to scream this movie is ass, and I'm like, brother, like you can have opinions on the movie, but like you don't say it, like you don't do that. You don't like ruin the theater. You don't ruin the movie experience by just screaming this in the theater. But yeah, I've been really yeah, just like when it comes to like um I don't know what I got. I'm trying to think of something to say. Um, I'm curious. I'm very. I guess I'm talking about Scott Pilgrim. Watching Scott Pilgrim vs. the World again, especially in theaters, just it felt really good to see this movie because I've never seen it in theaters. My experience with Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is that I think I was a kid when I think my uncles had it like on it was either on Netflix or was on DVD, and they were just watching the movie, showing it off because of how much they liked it. And I remember certain scenes that stick out in my mind. The I would say the latter half of the movie is what sticks out the most to me. I think I think the ones that stick out. I think um anything once we get to the Katan I think they're called the Katanagi twins. Those are the and then on. That's what I remember the most from the movie. I don't really remember like the middle or beginning portion. Before we watched this movie like a few years ago. That's what I remember the most. I'm like, was that movie real? I'm like, what was that movie called? It was like super cool and stuff. And then I remembered, and then I saw it later. I'm like, oh, it's Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, which is based off the comic book. So so that was my experience with Scott Pilgrim, and then I saw it years later when it was on when it was on Netflix. With my cousin who is a massive fan of the series. Like he absolutely loves it. Um, he loves the movie. He loves the not series, but he hasn't read. I don't know if he's been up to date with the comic books, but I know he wants to. So that was so we have like a so that's something he likes, and then we were and then before this rewatch in the theaters, I watched it twice, two separate times before, and it still holds up. This is still like a competently made film. It's the editing is just so like it's so unique, and I love it. I love how unique it is. It's definitely like a little weird because it's definitely not for everybody. I would say like it's still pretty damn good. I feel like even if you're somebody who's like a casual movie enjoyer, you would love this. You still love this movie. Like, yes, get the elephant out of the room. Scott is still a massive piece of shit. He is not a good person, and the thing is, according to my friend who's read all the comics, everybody is a piece of shit somehow. Not everybody is like morally like they're not like super they're not like above like being judged. Like, everybody has like their problems according to the comics. Everybody is fucked up, or everybody like is not that good of a person according to him in the comics. So, but Scott's still pretty annoying. Like there's moments where I was cringing because I'm just like, oh God, Scott, why do you Scott? So many moments where I'm just like, oh God, please, I hope I'm not, I hope that no guys end up like Scott. For the love of God, do not end up like Scott Pilgrim because he's not supposed to be that likable. Or like, the way I describe him is like somebody said, as a kid, hold on, let me just tone myself a little bit down. I feel like I'm being a little bit too loud. There we go. Okay. Somebody said that as a teenager, um, you like Scott more than Ramona. When you're a young adult, you like Ramona more than Scott. But as you are, but when you're like a full, when you live like, but when you're older, you realize that both of these characters are awful, and they kind of deserve each other within the context of this the movie. I don't really know how like the comic book ends, so I can't really say, but they're both kind of awful. They both have baggage. They both have problems. They have issues. Um, so so they're both like kind of awful, which honestly kind of speaks to like how humans are, because we all have problems. There's not like one person in the world who's like they don't have like any baggage or don't have like any other like issues or flaws. It's just it's just that that's life. People are going to be um more people are just going to be more it's people are gonna, you're gonna meet some people who have problems, who have like you're gonna have people, you're gonna meet somebody with a lot of issues, and it's bound to happen. Not everybody's gonna walk. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Basically, people will be people, and people are messy. We are super messy. So that's why it's. So that's why. Don't expect and to meet somebody and be like, oh my god, they're so perfect. They're so perfect. When, you're never gonna. No one's gonna be perfect, like a perfect human being. But, it's just a whole thing. It's just something you have to learn with life. People are messy, and you're gonna see, like, firsthand, how messy people can be. And it's just the fact of life. People are messy. Anyways, I'm gonna do something real quick, chat. Okay, I did what I need to do. Sorry, chat. I was just lurking. I was just lurking in somebody else's chat, giving them that good old lurky perky. Alright. I yapped a lot about Scott Pilgrim. What else can I yap about? Let's see. Trying to think of topics. What can I talk about? What do I want to talk about? Speaking of comic books, there's a upcoming Godzilla comic book that I'm really interested in. Let me see. Let me look it up. It's Godzilla. I remember. Oh, that's. Oh, I guess I could talk about the new manga that came out. Godzilla Galaxy Odyssey. Um, I'm interested in this. Let's see. Let me get a good image of what. This is probably the best one. Let me share with the auto chat. Let me share. Let me share. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Let me share with this with the so y'all can see it too, chat. Um, I thought that was an alert. I thought this ad was an alert, and I got really, really, really confused. I'm like, what the fuck? Why does OBS cringe and I can't like custom? Oh my god, OBS, you're gonna make me pissed off. Okay, we're gonna have to stick with this. Okay. So this is a new. This came out recently. The Godzilla Galaxy Odyssey. Kind of a weird. Kind of a mouthful. Godzilla Galaxy Odyssey. Very. But this looks really really good. Or this looks interesting. I heard it's pretty good. Just kind of like Godzilla in a futuristic setting, which I am interested in reading because I think, because more Godzilla kaiju content is cool. I'm very excited to see what exactly this story this entails. There is a new original kaiju, so I'm really interested in seeing how this Godzilla is, and um the story entails. Very cool. Speaking of like mangas and that's coming out, I'm so excited for the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Steel Steel Ball Run adaptation. I am a big JoJo fan. It's probably one of my favorite like series in general, and Part 7 is not only one of the best JoJo parts, but it's one of the greatest piece of like people say it's one of the best pieces. It's the one of the best pieces of like manga of all time. It's like it's that good. People absolutely love the shit out of this, out of this series, out of this certain part. It is so good. It is. I love it. I'm really excited to see how the anime does. I am really wanting them to keep certain voice actors from the video games too here because they're just so perfect in my eyes. But I do not mind this. I do not, but I do not, but I'm hopeful. The next thing Godzilla related, and I want to talk about, um, the Kaisen universe. I want to switch up new IDW Godzilla. There you go. Kaisei. This universe. Oh my god, when does this come out? Okay. This is the new. Let's see who's making this. Tim Silly, who's made Godzilla versus America, the Chicago, an artist. Nicola. I can't say that line. Can't say that last name. Chismis. I'm not even gonna bother. Mm-mm. With all new Godzilla, design copious kaiju, superpowered humans, all battling on the world on the brink. Oh, oh man, these covers are gonna be hard because look at that design. Let's see. What's the official? Let's see. Description. In 1954, an experiment with mysterious energy called Kaisei awakened Godzilla and other terrifying kaiju. For decades, humanity has endured onslaught of monster attacks, while Japan views these unstoppable rampage natural disasters. The U.S. G-Force is attempting to fight the seemingly immortal titans. Now they found a boy who eats the power of Godzilla. Will he save its world or bring about its doom? Okay, so reading that makes it interesting because it's like G-Force is now being labeled as a United States thing. For those of you who are unaware, who are not Godzilla literate, the G-Force started as, I guess it's okay. The first appearance of G-Force is actually like in the old Dark Horse '90s Godzilla comics, and it was later brought into the Japanese and is later in the Japanese movies. What am I doing? Where is my mouse? Where's my cursor? There it is. Okay, just gonna lower myself down just a little bit so I could be a little bit more tolerable because I don't really like seeing it get to like where the yellow is because I feel like it's a little bit too much on the ears. I'm trying to make so that's interesting. So Japan is just like, what the fuck you doing? And the U.S. is like, cocky. And the U.S. is just like, yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna kill him. So that's very interesting. Um, this artwork looks pretty good so far. Can't wait to see this in the pack. Expanding the new comic universe is Escape the Dead Zone by Eisner writers Ethan Parker and Griffin Shadira. Okay, so these are a good. These was like a comedy, like a good duo. Um, okay, it looks like this is probably. Let's see what this consensus is. Breaking down the first ever half human, half kaiju hybrid in Toho history, Godzilla Escape the Dead Zone will explore the biggest mystery of the new connected universe. What is the truth behind the post-apocalyptic Dead Zone? The search for answers will forever change how fans view this universe as they experience a thrilling and shocking ride. Hi, pigeon. I hunger rat. No, you will not eat me. You can't eat me, pigeon. I'm gonna you all over here. You can't eat me. I'm nasty. Thank you for your first. Go eat. I don't know. Go eat. When things are getting you daily cheese. I don't know. Go eat something else. Go eat a mouse. Go find a mouse VTuber. If you don't eat me, go find like a mouse VTuber. Eat a mouse. You probably have to eat more because they're not as big as rats. But like, go eat. Don't eat me. I'm not tasty. I'm nasty. I'm stinky. Aren't you a mouse? No, I'm a rat. I'm a rat. That's my profile. That was my profile. That's my profile picture in Discord. I'm a rat. You just called me a rat earlier. Pigeon, you good? Brother, do you need help? I don't know, man. Mice are small, and you are small. I mean, it's okay. Fine. You know, fuck it. Is this better? Is this rat size to you? Is this what you wanted? Rat taking up most of the screen? Well, that there's rat. Oh my fucking god! This, if this is gameplay, you're gonna be. Most of my screen is gonna be. Most of the screen is gonna be rat. I keep them small for purpose, for clarity's sake, so none of y'all are like, oh my god, half the screen is like 25% rat. Where's the gameplay? Like I could have them. I could have this. Like, do you want this? Do you want Ratzilla like half on your screen while fucking Minecraft is playing? Would you have this? Would you have this above your Sonic Unleashed gameplay? Like, imagine like this was my screen. Imagine this, just big ol' rat, fat ass rat all over your screen, straight ratting it. Oh my god. But how you doing, Chill? How you doing, Pigeon? Tell me about your day. Straight ratting it. Yep. Vibing on call with someone. Tell me about boy problems. Is it the same friend you were talking about the other time? The that one friend you were talking about that one time? Deaf paying attention. Okay. Is this yeah, like depends. Is it the same person you were telling me in that one? What's the context? You were talking about like some. We were on Discord, like when you like we were on Discord one time. You were talking about a VC, like you was like, yo, bro, like one of your girl, one of it like your girl, one of your like your one of your friends was talking about like how she was having boy troubles and all that stuff, and they would come to you and they would be like, they'd be like, oh, they do this bad thing, they do like this bad thing, they do this bad thing, you know, they don't really make me feel seen or something like that. And then like, okay, just block them. They're like, but I don't know, I really like the attention or like something like that. I think that was context. It's the same person. Is it really the same person? Are you fucking kidding me? How have you not learned? How has she not learned, brother? I want to make the rat small. I want to make him like take him back to normal size, or like wrong thing. That's the overlay. Can I just grab my rat model? Can I just grab my rat man? Oh my god, brother, I'm sorry. I have to keep like it's so bad when somebody you know and care about keeps repeating the same problems where you give them the clear like, hey, don't do this, and they're like, but I wanna. And you're like, okay, then stop complaining about it when it happens because you're still letting it happen. Like, what the fuck? It's annoying. It's fine. She'll learn not fast. But she's learning, and that's all that matters. Good. Good. At least she's learning. That's good. I'm glad that she's learning. I'm thankful that she's learning because it just sucks seeing people you care about do the same thing over and over again. You're just like, stop it. Yeah. It's so annoying. But hey, lessons learned, I guess. What the fuck is that? I'm not ignoring you, Pigeon. I'm just gonna like scroll down for the next thing. First, I've been before you came in. I was yapping about this new Godzilla comic series that I'm very interested in, or this new Godzilla comic universe that I'm very interested in reading. Luckily, I have like a local comic book store very close to where I live, so I can just go and if I can just pick it up these first few issues, and I really want to stay on track on this. So I'm very excited. All right. Let's see. Moving back on to this, IGF describes the series. This is another one coming out in summer. Starship Godzilla. For the first time in Toho canon, this trip through the stars will bridge the gap between the various varying races have come to in Earth's past, but now it's time to visit their worlds as crews and misfits embark on high-risk, high-reward kaiju-based missions with a secret that could impact the entire universe. Ah, okay. So this is interesting because this is probably going to explain a lot. This I'm gonna guess I'm gonna get origins to certain kaiju species. No wait, can we even do that? Are we even get like other like alien races species? Like we might get some original ones. But like are we to see multiple Ghidorahs, which have been a thing for a while? Are we to see multiple like of Gigan species? Multiple Hedoras, multiple like because I know Toho is very against Godzilla being a species, but I guess other kaiju aren't. Here's Big G's new design. Um, I really like it. It's the fat tail. I really like the fat tail. The green. I love when Godzilla is green because I love the Godzilla 1998 series, the sequel series that happened after the movie, and he has a green atomic breath. So more green atomic breaths is welcome in my Godzilla. So I absolutely love like this design. I like the intensity. He looks so pissed off. I like it. These coming out in summer. These two are coming out in summer. In terms of like ranking, I think this one is probably the one I'm most interested in. The normal Godzilla. Just the normal Godzilla. Like just the normal. That's the first Godzilla series. Um, this one's probably my least interested, but who knows? I'm not really that curious or kind of like about the idea of like a human kaiju hybrid. Um, I just think it's an interesting idea. It depends how they execute it. It could be a concept that I'm not really interested in that concept. I like to keep usually my humans and kaiju separate, except if it's like, well, if it's like Biolante is part human, so I guess it kind of works out, but wouldn't really necessarily agree. And then I'm interested in this. Secondly, I'm very interested in like them exploring these other races, the other planets. I think do these have like really like street dates? Because I would love to have street dates for all of these. This one's coming out in I think summer. So this is kicking off the Oh, that's not it. It's coming out. When's it coming out? 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 Kaisei. I love. Let me. Maybe Wikizilla is usually very good. July 23rd. Oh my god. So I'll have to wait for. Oh, I'm so. Oh, okay. July 23rd. What day is July? What's July? When's July 23rd? July 23rd is a Monday. I can go. I can go. I can go after I go to the gym. I can go get it. Um. So yeah, that's gonna be how I'm gonna be spending my summer, getting interested in these new, um, some new Godzilla content. I'm waiting for this to get a fan translation, so that's interesting. Um, what else can I talk about? Ooh, I want to talk about another thing that's of my interest. Let me just let me find something. Let me share something real quick. So, I've been eyeing this figure, not this one. I've been eyeing this figure for a good while. I just haven't really had like the What the fuck? What do you mean you have? There's no way this place has it in stock. Huh? 80 bones though. Okay. I really. You're probably wondering, but Rat, why do you want this? Because I think where is it? I love how not the game. Like they have a normal version. I like how the alt mode looks. The beautiful black is amazing. I love it. It's just, this black looks so good, man. The black Lamborghini, so good. Um, yeah, that's really all I can really yap about, like about my interest right now. Um, Let me get the chat. I gotta move you all up. I can never find a perfect place for chat. It's like I gotta find like good ways to like organize it. I feel like I got the bones of a good like streaming setup, but I really want to. What do I want to do? I want to make it a little bit prettier because just kind of just like to me, I'm more of a pet. It's like it's serviceable, like because it's like because like to me it's like it works. Um, um, because it's just like it works, and but then again, it's like presentation does matter when it comes to streaming, so I probably need to put a little bit more effort in my presentation. So a nice overhaul would overhaul of like how my chat looks and all that stuff and all the and like maybe some animations would be cool. But I don't know how I really feel about I don't really know how to feel about that because I like hmm I guess it really depends because I just kind of when I first started I just really wanted to have like my main goal was at least like okay I want chat on screen, I want alerts, and I want and that's what I have so far. Which I can't even remember when I even got my alerts like first implemented. I just kind of like did whatever. Yeah, I kind of just did whatever. Just kind of like found what I wanted to do and just did whatever I wanted. Because I just kind of I know I'm trying to keep as much as I can with the rat motif. Because like my starting soon screen is a rat, so my alerts are rat based. Um, they'll have like a rat image or like a rat gif. But it just really like depends. Um, yeah. I knew I wanted to have the rubber room. When I learned, like, oh my god, I can be the rat in the rubber room. I mean, I could commission an artist. Maybe I'll commission somebody to draw like a custom little like rat room. Um, because I think that would be pretty nice. Oh god, I almost opened my own stream. Ew. I don't really. I don't really like to watch my own streams. Like I just kind of like I don't look back on them. I might look back on the previous Transformers one to get this one particular clip of like when I was playing and I was beating I was beating this one NPC's ass. And I'm just like, I guess I kept doing the same move and he wasn't adapting, so I'm just like, oh, that's cool. So yeah, I don't know. Do 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 do. I've also been thinking of like making little adjustments to like my little avatar. Like, I kind of want to give him like maybe Godzilla's spines or his little dorsal fins on like his back, just to make him a little bit more unique. I should really learn how to draw so I can just draw him myself and make my own little my little model for him. I don't know. I've just been thinking ideas of like changes I want to make to like to my little man to like my to like my little rat man. Because I just would like to. Because I feel like not because I need to. I think it's just like I've just been having ideas to do it, but It really but it just depends on like. It really depends. It just depends on me. It's all about me. I don't know why. Man. Oh man, it just feels kind of. It's already like the end of May, and I think it's crazy. Like it felt like a few weeks ago. It was legit, and if like so much has been happening these past few weeks. It's like, yo, bro, like a few weeks ago, I just like I finished my first semester of like university, and even that feels kind of crazy. Just like, oh my god, I'm I'm slowly getting closer to getting like my bachelor's degree, which is insane to me because it felt because you know last year I was trying to like find I was working and I was gonna go there anyways. But then it's like life something happened to me and I had to really focus on getting scholarships. So I didn't get but I didn't get it, but anyway, luckily with my situation I'm lucky enough that I have that life. There's some money left over where I could just go to I don't have to worry about the payments for university. So yeah, just been just thinking about life and just like it's kind of semi like um like philosophical about like man, what am I supposed to do on this earth? Why am I here? It's so weird how I have like a lot of thoughts about things in life. I don't know, man. I just think. I just overthink a lot, and I gotta stop. But I don't really know like just been thinking a lot about I think a lot about like life and stuff. So yeah, it's just really weird. I don't really know what else to really talk about right now. I don't really have many topics. I kind of ran out of the ones I wanted to talk about. Hey, hey, Duboy. Or is it Duboy? Is it Duboy or is it like Dubois? How you doing? Tell me about your day. How you doing, man? I'll pronounce chance to cool with me. Okay, cool. Thank you very much for letting me know. I made burgers with cheese on the inside for Labor Day. That's pretty good. Did you just use normal ground beef for the burgers, or did you use like a different like meat mix? Also, what cheese did you do? Oh, chat, we got an incoming ad break. I run 3 minute ads every hour, so to eliminate pre-roll ads. So go stretch your legs, get yourself some water, get a little snacky, and then come back, and then we'll all have a good time. And we'll come back. They're called Juicy Looses, and they're the bomb. Not just no, just cheddar and jack combo. I would like that. I would try. I'll have to try a Juicy Lucy, but instead of cheddar, it'll be pepper jack. Um, yeah. Just letting you. Just once again, we have an ad coming in. Um, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna take this time to like go from just gonna do. I'm gonna be right back, chat. I gotta go to the bathroom, so I'll do that during the ad. Oh, wait, I'm back. I was muted. Hee hee hee. But to keep the conversation we were having last time on Dubois, um, I would definitely, if I had a Juicy Lucy, I would have the patty with the cheese of my choice being pepper jack, lettuce on like bun, a mayo mustard like spread, lettuce, patty, um, barbecue sauce on top, and then like the bun. Rat boy, hi Green. Green, you missed it. I was yapping about Godzilla. You missed it. You missed it. How you doing, Green? Tell me about your day, buddy. How you doing? I assume you're probably still working hard. Give me a blanket. Allergies fucking with me. Oh man. What type of allergies do you like? I assume it's just like sniffles, sneezes, running nose, stuffy nose, stuff like that. I hope you feel better though. Genius is super crap like that. Nature wants to actively kill me. Is like pollen going crazy in your area? Or is it just like seasonal allergies? Because I know I get those sometimes. Allergies and stuff. Yeah, the pollen count in my area is stupid as hell. I hate spring. It's still spring for you? It's summer over here, brother. It's like, let's see, how hot is it right now? It's 102 right now, and it's partly cloudy. It's crazy. We're talking about Godzilla. We're talking about there's a new comic book universe. Wait, when does summer start? That's a good question. When does summer? Oh, it starts in June. It starts next month, brother. The way that like like how the temperatures where I live is crazy. Yeah, it might as well be summer already. It's fucking crazy. It starts in June and it ends on in September. It starts on June 20th and it ends on September 22nd. So it's still technically spring, but the way that it might as well be. But like where I live, we just all call it's May is summer because it's just like it gets hot immediately. But briefly like about the Godzilla discussion, we were talking about. I was talking about the two new about the new like literature that came out. We had yesterday the first chapter of Godzilla Galaxy Odyssey, which is a manga, came out yesterday, and then I was talking about the new Godzilla universe, made by IDW Comics, are coming out this year, starting at sometime in July, and it's pretty cool. I can send you more information about it if you'd like to. Godzilla manga showed up to take my money. Yeah, let me show you it. I don't know if they're gonna be doing a hold on, pull it up right now. I'm just trying to get these ads off this website I'm reading it from. Let me show the paladin. Here, this is it. Somebody already told me about I don't know if there's any fan translation. But it's I think they're probably do like monthly. It seems like it might be a monthly series. Um, but yeah, this is it. Because right now it's untranslated. Yeah, I really like a lot of people because I'm in a Godzilla or like a kaiju related Discord server, mostly talking about Godzilla and Godzilla action figures. But they were talking about this guy, and I do like the design. It kind of reminds me of the 2000s design from Godzilla against Mechagodzilla in Tokyo SOS, just with different spikes, which is like different like dorsal spins. Alt and scroll wheel up. Alt scroll wheel up. It's not working. I'm pressing Alt. I'm scrolling up. I don't know what it's. I don't know why it's not doing that. Weird. Meh. Yeah. Probably better images. Yeah, but this just came out, so this is all new. This is all new. Um, the other thing I was talking about, um, I was about to pull up my history on stream. No, nobody should do that. No, streamers should never pull up their search history on stream, because they will get exposed. But this is the other comic book I was talking about. This is the Kaisen universe. Uh, okay. I was looking up. Somebody had this cool Transformers figure, and I on Instagram. It was a 3D printed one, and I was trying to see the dimensions of it because in centimeters it just converted to inches because we use dumbass freedom units. So I was just like, um, oh, okay, what's that in inches? And I'm like, and then now it sounds like I'm a now you make me look like a goddamn gooner. Green, how dare you? I'm gonna ban you. I'm gonna expose you on Twitter. I'm gonna download Blue Sky and expose you on BlueSky.com. So Green Paladin is a stinky motherfucker, or something stupid like that. I don't fucking know. God, I'm so stupid and goofy. Average isn't bad. Don't worry. Kick. Yeah. I don't care about that, brother. I don't sizes. Who cares? It's all about the personality. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about half the time. Except when it's about this. So this is I bring unhingedness to the chat. That is true. That is true. You do bring a level of unhingedness to all the Twitch chats. I mean, you enter the room throwing it back, brother. Like I'm pretty sure we can hear your twerking emo's cheeks from like two states over. That's how like unhinged you are, brother. We can hear that clapping all the way from there. throw us back aggressive. It's thrown. Anyways, you look at the comic. Yeah, all the information is on the This is the official Godzilla webpage. We're talking about the Snooki. It's a new comic book universe. It's a shared comic book. It's about to be it's gonna be summer, which is funny because I usually associate because it's gonna be. They say it's summer, but due to like how it actually works is like usually I associate August with the fall. This is gonna be they're all coming out they're coming out July 23rd is when they come out. Probably only in comic book shops. So if you have one near your area, go there July 23rd. They should have it. I already know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go after the gym. Pick up a comic. Pick up an issue, and then and then read it and just read it before I stream and maybe talk about it on stream when these come out because I stream Mondays. Um, I stream Mondays. I stream Mondays. Oh, speaking of streams, just a reminder, chat. I won't be streaming. Does Dell have the rights to this, or is IDW their own entity? So IDW is it's their own comic book. IDW has the license to make Godzilla comics. They've had the license since like 2011. IDW is their own like comic is their IDW is their own comic book company, comic book publisher, kind of like DC and Marvel but way smaller, and they mostly do licensed stuff. So they've been having the Godzilla comic book license since they started back in like 2012, 2011. So yeah, it's basically Toho said, "Hey, we give you permission to make these comics, and here are the rules and stuff." Is basically how it works. They're basically licensing it. It's like if Toho told, "Hey, Bandai Namco, we're gonna give you the license to make a Godzilla game," or like, "Hey, I don't know," or like give it, or like, "Hey, Bandai," or like, "Hey, Bandai, you have the rights to make Godzilla figures." They basically just give. They're basically Toho basically gives them permission to do gives them permission to make the thing of the property. So yeah, but now allowing them to make their own Godzilla universe under their publishing title, which is really cool. Magic Kingdom Hearts Godzilla Kamara talking on my ass here, but still, that'd be that'd be interesting. I don't know how that would work. I guess it could be like I don't know. Is Godzilla a keyblade user? He just has a giant keyblade, just starts whacking the shit out of like fucking Heartless, like giant kaiju size Heartless, just bonking them on the head. Or does he have like a key, or like does his dorsal spines turn into keyblades and he shoots like a keyblade beams? Summon for Sora. He comes in, drop kicks them, and then starts doing like a fucking wombo combo on them. That's what he ends up doing. That means Godzilla has to. That means Godzilla is could share screen time with Mickey Mouse. Does that slide? Yeah, he does that. He does the dropkick slide tail. Just. But yeah, these are the but these are the new comics that are coming out. There's a brief description of them. This one comes out in July, which is I'm very interested. This is the one there's three. They're gonna introduce three comic book titles under the same universe. The their Godzilla number one, the Godzilla Escape the Dead Zone, and then Godzilla and Starship Godzilla. Um, I already did a brief synopsis of reading these over. I can imagine Jira and Disney Fashion gives me bad vibes. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Drama in the Cal art style or something. I don't know. Um, yeah, but here is so this is the one of the it's comic books. We're gonna have variant covers, but I like this one. Um, it's kind of saying I think the plot of this one is like there's a human slash kaiju hybrid who can has the same power as Godzilla, so that's pretty cool. Here's some little bit sneak peek of like Godzilla. Um, he's green. He's you green. He's green. He be shooting shit. He's shooting his green beam. That's you right now with your allergies, sneezing up shit. Even worse, CalArts, Cartoon Networks, and Parrish for all I care. The golden era is over. I mean, Gumball's coming back, so yeah. There's some good. I liked Amazing World of Gumball from the episodes I've seen. It just seems like a fun, very capture show. They're beating a dead horse. Stop. I mean, listen. Welcome to Hollywood. We like to milk things until they're bone dry. It's a whole thing. Um, but speaking of Gojira, um, here is Escape to the Zone. Here is the other one. I'm not really interested in this one because it's like I don't know. I'm just I guess I'm just not really too invested in the concept, but I'm gonna buy the book and probably read it anyways and see how I feel. Um, then we have Starship Godzilla, which is one I'm interested in because same thing. You can never get into the Steven universe. Way too campy, blah. Really? Listen, what I understand from Steven universe, it just kind of takes a while to get to like the important lore stuff. And I think camp is. I feel like I'm okay with camp. To me, it's just like I'm not the one just like, oh, I have to enjoy dark and gritty literature for my adult palate. Like, no, like, brother, camp is fun. Stuff that's for all ages is the reason why it's called for all ages. So I just couldn't really. So I guess the art styles, and then again, the art style thing is understandable. Like, there's people I know who like refuse to get into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure because it's like, brother, the art style change. It's like I hate the art style because like it changes like every few seconds. But or the art style just isn't their style. That was a regular show for me. That was pretty peak. Yeah, it was pretty fun, but the regular show was a pretty good show. I haven't seen all of it, but I remember a few episodes. It got to the point where me and S were able to cite one entire episode because how much we watched it, because how much we liked that one episode. Like, it was crazy. And then this is one I'm kind of interesting is because it says it bridged the gap between the various alien races. Are we talking about original alien races? I keep saying I can you go on. Oh no, it's okay, brother. It's okay. I mean, it's just chatting. I have to chat to you. You won't see me for like a few days. Probably till next Wednesday is probably my next time I'm going to stream because I'm going on vacation. I am returning from vacation Monday, but I don't think it'll be but honestly, I don't think I would want to stream on my day back. I'll probably stream Wednesday, probably do more Sonic Unleashed. Um and then and then uh finish Transformers and then try to find other games I got to play besides just Minecraft because I'm running out of games to play. I just gotta talk to more people. Like, hey guys, you want to like join a game or something? Yeah, but it's a whole thing. I'm interested in this one because I just want to learn about these alien spaces. Go down the indie route. That is true. There's a few. The thing is, brother, more selection. Yeah, but here's the thing, bro. I'm kind of like, I don't work, bro. I'm unemployed. I'm an unemployed rat. I am dirty, unemployed, but not hungry. So money. So not the thing is, it's like, but then again, it's like I don't know. I don't know, brother. I'll find a way. Plus, I have all the games I have. Like indie games are cheap. Let me know. I do have a Kofi. I do have a coffee. Green. If you wanna, just put a exclamation mark Kofi, and then you'll pull up. Hee hee hee. I jest. We should probably exchange Steam information if that's the case. So you could just gift me the games if that's easier for you. It might just be easier if you just give me like indie games that are like me buying it itself. Just don't give me something like I don't know, like some just don't give me Huni Pop because I won't play it. I won't do that, brother. I won't play that on stream. I won't play that. I won't even play that off stream because I'm just like that's not really my vibe. There's also my throne. I haven't. What does my throne look like? Let me. I forgot. It's been a hot minute. I think I just have like. Hold on. Let me just check my throne real quick. I don't want to look onto it on stream because you're already looking at it. Oh, god fucking damn! I have to log in. Wait, let me just click my. I just clicked my own link. Oh yeah, it's still practically the same. Holy shit! Everything I wanted on there got higher. Fuck. But anyways, I'm back. I'm very interested in this. The various alien races. Are we talking about the kaiju races or like more like or like more humanoid or like not the or the non kaiju alien races? Or we're talking about are we seeing we're probably gonna see stuff like the Zillions, the black hole aliens from various other black hole aliens. But I want to see the kaiju alien races because we have seen a few. Because we have like because let's see we already know Ghidorah is a species. They've explored that before in this universe, in this IDW universe, and the IDW stuff. So Toe was probably okay with it. Um, who else? What else? Hedora's species, a smog monster. That could be interesting to explore. Um, there's way more. I know there's way more aliens because aliens are very common in Godzilla. Maybe they'll reference stuff. Haven't they done the deep dive on all the Titans? From what I understand from IDW, I don't really know because IDW I think does a lot of like lots of like makes a lot of like new continuities because they had one shared like Godzilla continuity since like for a while like a major like trilogy of like Godzilla. 'Cause they had like one major continuity that spanned over like three titles over like several years, and then they kind of just make their own little thing. The MonsterVerse does their own little thing. The thing is like IDW. No, I think the MonsterVerse has different comic is done by a different comic book publisher. If I'm correct. Where are my? Where the fuck are those books? Hold on, let me find them. Let me double check. So I was correct. The MonsterVerse has their own comic book, like their own comic books, and or they have their own comic book publisher. The Legendary movies, the MonsterVerse has Legendary Comics, which is their comic division, which is separate from IDW. So if you see any, so if it has Legendary Comics, it has to do something particularly about the MonsterVerse. IDW has their own things. They do like one shots about certain characters. They did one about Jet Jaguar fighting Megalon. They did one about Space Godzilla. They do IDW does a lot more one shots, while the Legendary comics are meant to be supplementary material to the MonsterVerse, which is hit or miss because these books are rarely acknowledged by um by the movies. They're referenced by they're mentioned in novelization, but not really by the comics. Because the one I'm holding right now is Godzilla Dominion, and it's supposed to be the official prequel graphic novel to Godzilla vs Kong, but they don't really reference anything. It's just kind of like here's a story about Monster versus Godzilla for like for like for like a few pages, for like a little booklet. But so that's what you're probably talking about. You're probably talking about the Legendary comics, which also have the right to do Godzilla comics, but only about the probably the monsters they have. They They can't talk. Only the monsters they have the rights to in the Legendary universe because it's a whole mess. Legalese and all that shit. Ah. Oh boy, I need water. I've been saying they need to do a Biollante film like hell they do they'd have to do it though. Too busy glazing Godzilla vs Kong. Yeah, I mean it's when you're somehow able to make like a shit ton of money in a in like only like 1 year into like a global pandemic, you probably want to see that moneymaker. They know that both characters make a lot of money, so they're just riding that train. Um, so it's a whole thing. There's a so there's people who do want Biolante like in the movie. I don't think her like star in a movie. I don't think there's many Toho kaiju besides Godzilla himself and maybe Mothra that can have their own solo movie. Because there was solo movies about like Rodan and Varan back in the 50s, but that was a different time then, man. Like you have to now appeal to like a global audience. I don't think we're gonna get solo films about those characters. I don't really see like you might get like at most maybe like short films or like a special presentation about these characters, but not like a whole movie dedicated to them. But to be like cynical and realistic about it, like at most, if you want to have like if they're gonna do like their like if they want to do like a Rodan thing, it'd probably be like a little special on like Amazon or something, or like Biolante is such a deep cut. Her lore is tragic, but also kind of badass. Biolante is probably one of the more cooler aspects of Godzilla lore, and she hasn't really made. There's a lot of Godzilla kaiju that don't really make much references. Okay, a lot of the Heisei like original Heisei '90s monsters don't really get like any form of like love because it's like we haven't seen Destroya, we haven't seen Space Godzilla, although there are people talking about that Space Godzilla might be the villain of the new MonsterVerse movie, Godzilla Kong Supernova, which would be cool, but like yeah, like that's rumored. There's a lot of rumors and all that stuff. There's a lot of like things like that of like who's coming, who's gonna be the villain of Supernova, but like if G if New Empire did decent well with their original kaiju, they're probably gonna stick with original kaiju. I would love to see another Toho kaiju on screen, but I just don't really see it being like possible. Listen, if I'm wrong and Space Godzilla shows up, or like another Toho kaiju shows up and it's like, "Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Toho kaiju. You know me, buy my merch." Then I guess it will. I guess like it can it'll do it. Then I guess I'll eat my words. I guess, but um, I mean, Godzilla, the new Empire did pretty well with with like having new kaiju, anyway. So I guess if they see the right of like, hey, people want like these original kaiju, then yeah, go ahead. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm hoping the tone they show in the teaser is how it's consistently in the film. I kind of want like a more not as dark as 2014 in terms of like style and like tone. They're definitely not going back to that, but a little more serious than like the new Empire. And also I think it's confirmed there's going to be more of a Godzilla story. Like we're going to be following more Godzilla than Kong. I think is cool, which I think is nice because honestly, after Godzilla versus Kong, I really wanted like them to take a break or like a 1 or 2 movie break and then go back to the crossover. GVK with a cop out edition of Mechagodzilla. They didn't want any of them to just losing either a fan base would have losing either one of the fan bases because one would have won. Yeah, I think that's kind of just how versus movies, unless you're like, I guess I haven't seen these, like the Alien versus Predator or like Freddy Krueger versus Jason. Um, it's kind of like the staple of like most team ups. They fight for a bit and then they have to team up against a greater threat, which honestly is cool. It's cool to see these like these iconic characters come together and fight another iconic character like in a crossover sense. Like it's cool, or like a new character. It just kind of and it just works because and also it's like it's basically borderline confirmed that Godzilla won against GVK. He didn't kill him, but I know they wouldn't like kill off. They wouldn't kill Kong in that movie because one, he's a moneymaker, and two, people really like the best way to describe Godzilla versus Kong is that Godzilla won the fight, but Kong won our hearts. Like I really like Monster vs Kong, and he's like probably because they actually give him more of a personality than Godzilla will, but that's a whole other can of worms. But like it's a whole thing where they give like Kong has a lot of screen time in that movie, which makes sense because Godzilla just had his own, so I didn't mind it so much. But then I kind of mind it more in GVK and GXK in the New Empire because we spent a lot of time with him, and I'm like, okay, that's cool, but like, I kind of wanted, I thought the movie was gonna be a little more equal. If they managed to kill off John, they would have retconned it in the future movie just like a DBZ villain. I mean, at best they can say that after like he just got knocked out for a bit, or he was still alive but barely holding on, just had time to recover. I mean, like, here's the thing about those DBZ movie villains. Half of them are non-canon. Like, they're not even like canon in the first place. I think there's some that are debatably canon, but most of them are just there to sell. But most of them are just there to like Z Broly's non-canon, Janemba and Gogeta were non-canon. Broly and Gogeta were non-canon until Super Broly. Like Lord Slug is non-canon. Turles is non-canon. Like they don't exist in the main universe because they wouldn't make any fucking sense. It's not even like retconned. It's just like each movie is its own little universe, except like the Broly ones. That's how it works. We excluding all of GT. GT. I heard GT had a few interesting concepts, like the Shadow Dragons, like the idea of like. I heard GT had a lot of cool concepts. Like, listen, GT did a lot of cool things, like bringing a Super Saiyan 4. Like, GT didn't give it, like, there's people to this day who still prefer Super Saiyan 4 over Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue. Like, GT had a lot of interesting concept. People usually just say Super Saiyan 4 is, like, the main, like, its concept of Super Saiyan 4 are the main, like, things that's kind of, like, saving it from being completely, like, wasted. And clearly, I don't, and they clearly know that, like, and it's clear that they know people like GT or like they like those characters because it's like they keep making merch of them. But I think that's Dragon Ball in a nutshell. They just kind of like live and die on toy sales. It's kind of like it's kind of the bread the lifeblood of Dragon Ball and most properties. GT was a prototype. Super was the final product. Super, from what I've heard, it's a very mixed bag. A lot of my hardcore Dragon Ball fans who've actually like, because I've always known of Dragon Ball. I've heard Super is kind of a mixed bag, and I think Super has a lot of Super. I think from what I've seen from Super, there's a lot of cool moments and there's a lot of more frustrating moments. While GT overall is just kind of like eh. Super had some like really high highs and very low lows from what I can tell from the discussions on online. I haven't really delved into much to Daima, but if I heard how people respond to Daima, people really like Daima. So I guess it depends. So I guess it just really depends. But then again, it's Dragon Ball. It's gonna make money. The original big three set the bar too high for the current gen big three. I have no idea because I haven't seen any old OG big three, aka Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach, and I don't even know who the current gen big three is because there's so much. I think people say it's is it JJK, Chainsaw Man, and My Hero. I don't know because it's like to me there is no like new big three. There's just a current gen of like of shonen because the way it seems like because there's so much coming out. There's so much shonen coming out and like is a current gen like gen G like a big three like is it like the because it's like because I don't think because it's like My Hero and if My Hero and JJK were that conversation, My Hero's over. So is JJK. So it's like who's the current gen big three? Because it's like, is there any? And like, what are we counting? Like, is it like, are we talking about current like gen current like gen big three being like stuff that's like I don't know, man. Like, is this the current big is JJK Demon Slayer and One Punch Man? I would say out of those two, so JJK and Demon Slayer are like over in terms of manga. Like their mangas are done. And I didn't really see like when Demon Slayer came out and people were talking about it. I didn't really see it as like one of the big three because I didn't even know that thing kind of existed. I kind of just thought like, oh, it's just a current gen anime that people are really talking about. Same thing with JJK and same thing with One Punch Man. Though I will argue, I feel like One Punch Man definitely put a way, way, way larger impact. Okay, when One Punch Man came out, it definitely made the anime community like take notice. I'm like, oh my god, like this shit is looks beautiful because season one had a great animation. They kind of went down for season two. Um, JJK was also animated by I think was animated by Nappa, who are make beautiful stuff, but they are terrible, absolutely awful work conditions. Um, JJK, I feel like came out. I think it's like all these animes. I think more JJK and Demon Slayer cases. They came out in 2020 when nobody had nothing to do, and the big anime boom came out in 2020. So those definitely had like I would say more of a better out like a larger outreach, especially Demon Slayer, because I got into Demon Slayer slowly after the hype. Like I watched it, like I think I watched all of it, or like I started watching it like in high school around the time it came out because I heard so much about it and I did like it. To the point where I did read the manga. Um, and like I don't know. I've read the manga for. I've seen like a few episodes of season one of One Punch Man because my uncle showed me it. I've watched a lot of JJK. Started reading JJK, then kind of slowly opt out of JJK. Demon Slayer was the only series I had to like. I both watched and then eventually read all the manga for it. I feel like when it comes to like JJK and Demon Slayer came out later in the time where people were more okay with saying that I watch anime because now it's kind of like way more marketable now, or like it's way more acceptable to be an anime fan than it was like post COVID or like pre COVID. Because there's a lot of people who are like who are on online now who remember being kids in like middle school and getting bullied for like an anime, but now it's like no, like people anime is kind of socially acceptable now. Like you're always gonna have like obviously everyone's gonna have a little tight knit community, but like anime became JJK and Demon Slayer came out in times where anime was getting more mainstream, and so that's what I have to say about current big three. I just feel like I don't know if even there's gonna be a current big three. Like I don't know. I don't follow anime enough. I just kind of I like to me it's just like it just seems like I have to make that's the only. It just makes like I feel like when I get into I feel like when it comes to any media platform, I have to make that like my whole thing to really get all of it, to get all the news. It's like, oh boy, I have to, watch every new season of anime. Oh boy, new season of live action of TV shows. Oh boy, new movie releases and all that stuff. Which, according to this, it was JJK, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer. Okay, JJK and Demon Slayer are no, are like as I said earlier, are done. Chainsaw Man's still going, I would say by merits alone, Chainsaw Man has been making a way bigger impact because it came out, it got like several like awards by like other like places outside of Japan, and um it made, and people were hyped, like were hyped for like Chainsaw Man before it even got the hype was large before it got an anime adaptation, and then it got larger with said anime adaptation. I was I I think I checked out Chainsaw Man out on a whim, and I do like the series, and I was really excited for the anime adaptation, and I think it is a pretty, and I still really like the series. There's a rat in the funny room. Hey, there's a redeem, you know. There's a redeem where I can do the thing. There's a redeem if you want me to do the thing. Chill, pigeon. Um, yeah. But as I was saying, just like I was really into Chainsaw Man. I believe the hype. I was like really into it, telling all my friends about it, how much I liked it. I read it in high school when it was like when it was out. People are saying Solo Leveling should be in the big three. I'm a fan of Solo Leveling, but the fan base is way too hard. It's like a more mature version of SAO. I haven't seen Solo Leveling, but I heard that like the way people describe it, it's kind of like it's cool moments, and then there's like really big moments and hype animation. A lot of people thought what's it called? Frienne, that elf girl, that like old that like fantasy elf girl anime should have deserved it because of like the story is just way better. And I've only seen like I think the abridged of SAO. And I think I also agree with Pigeon because it's like I think at the time I don't think there the thing is I don't think there is another going to be a big three because it's like there's so much diverse taste in anime. There's not like three central like types that people are really going to be into. Because One Piece, Bleach, and Naruto have their own separate vibe to them. So Living is pretty good. But I personally think it's a new thing and good concept. Yeah, I feel like there's never. I don't feel. I think something as big as the big three that kind of like made like because I think what made the big three so iconic is that the big three were all inspired by Dragon Ball, and then other future mangas were inspired by the big three, and that's the thing. It's like I don't. It's like the big three still is gonna have people are gonna be influenced by the big three. It's the idea of it's gonna be escapable. There's so many. When I hear big three, I hear groundbreaking, innovative, and fresh. The thing is, it's like anime is so like large. There's so much of it. Like you're gonna find something new. Like you're like anime has so much like variety. I don't think another big three is like because anything there could be so many discussions of like what's the next big three. To be honest, if there was a big three, what would they be? Honestly, I don't know because there's so much stuff coming out. We can't really sit down and be like this year's a new big three because there's so much content coming out. Like as much as I love Danadon, I don't think it would be like a big three. Like I don't think it could. I haven't really kept up with the series. I haven't like read a new chapter in like fucking months. But like I haven't read a new chapter like in the new weekly chapter in like fucking months. So I'm like way behind. I don't think there would be a big three because it's like I think we're kind of over that era. I think we're just getting anime more consistently. So I don't think a big three is even possible anymore because of how much content's coming out and how many things is like we're getting to the point where like web comics are now getting animes. So like there's just so much stuff there's original stuff coming out. So it's like what classifies like a member of the big three? Do you have to be like a shonen series that was a weekly shonen series? So like what's a big three? Like I just don't really know. Like I'm not even like that big in anime, but I always feel this conversation I was discussing. It just feels like could there even be like another big three? Is there even a point of it? Isekai is the flavor of the decade. That's been kind of dying out recently, from what I've noticed. Like it's still there. It was for a while, but now like it's not even doing anything anymore. I think people got tired of it. I think people started losing shit with that fucking vending machine one about a guy easy kaiing to like a funding vending machine. and he's getting carried around. Like that's legit the whole story from what I've heard. People were personally it has to be something new and doing good and doing good. I mean, I guess you can argue that's Chainsaw Man. It's doing good. It was successful. My Hero. I think that's one I see a lot. My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer. I think both of all of those series have merits. I would say I feel like when it comes to fan bases, I feel like Demon Slayer and My Hero were definitely more louder when those series first came out. And Jujutsu Kaisen was like when it came out, just kind of made a decent match. Isekai and harem kind of go together. You need to appease to the lewd fan bases. Here's the thing about that, Green. The biggest consumers of animes are kids and teenage boys. So you're always gonna have like very lewd like aspects of the series. So to be honest, there's these guys the thing with these guys. There's not much new. Yeah, like I don't know if I've even like what's an isekai I've actually watched. I think I was kind of watching Konosuba with a friend was over. We kind of just had to like in the background, or he was watching a show after my cousin talking about it. Masugo Tensen. All right, I haven't even like I only know the fucking stories about how that series goes, so I'm not even gonna like really say anything about it. Like Reincarnates the Slime. I don't know, man. Isekai just seems like a genre that's like I feel like it's died out. Like I haven't really heard about a brand new Isekai because I think people just got tired of it. People got tired of it, and also like another question I have, like I'm thinking about it now. Did Konosuba really need to be an Isekai? Because it's like because honestly, you could just make Kazuma just like a dude in that world and just be a standard fantasy anime. Like the isekai elements don't really seem like they matter until for the beginning, and that's what I've seen. That's really it. I don't know. I haven't seen the series as a whole, but like from what I've seen of it, I just know I'm like, do we really like? Did he really need to be like transported to another world? Sao makes sense because he's stuck in a video game, and I what other fucking slime? I don't know. I mean you could have just had it be about a slime creature. I don't know, man. When it comes to like isekais and anime, I don't really get it. I just then again, it's like when it comes, I rarely watch anime. Like I consume more YouTube content than anime. The anime I have seen, I kind of forget. Like, oh yeah, I did watch that. Like I just remembered I saw. Yeah, like I said, being new and original. Oh yeah, because you had like he's a slime now, and also like that one spider series. I mean, yeah, that the entire arc of the anime perception. He's trying to be a better person. Minus the whole harem as a housewife's thing. I don't know, brother. I'm just gonna sit here and I don't know. I haven't seen the series, so I can't really say. I always made a joke about like an easy guy that I like as an idea of like I'm supposed to be the next demon lord, but I really just want to stay home and help my new family's blacksmithing business, or just like or something stuff like that. Or like another concept I had is like I got reincarnated into my dead brother's favorite series, and it's just him pointing out the obvious like tropes about anime, but doing it in a respectful but yet entertaining way. Where he was like, "Wait a second, this lady I just met is now fawning for me. I barely even know this lady." Or like, "Why?" Or like, "Wait, why do I have a shit ass rival who hates me on the spot? I didn't do nothing to you." Or just like a guy who's just very done with all the tropes of how much his brother used to yap about it. Just ideas I've had, but nothing that I can say I can really curate because of just like of my lack of knowledge. One thing I like that is an isekai is Shangri-La Frontier. I isn't that the guy with the bird head? I've only know that because the company that makes the Dragon Ball figures that I like made a figure of him. Like here, let me pull it up before we get threatened by ads. Yeah, they have like figures of of fucking Bird Up. The trope of introverted loner meets GF next door. It's so played out. The horse in that glue because it's being so hard. I don't know if I've watched any series that has that trope. Like, I'm really trying to think. No, I don't think I have. I don't know. You don't really see that many anime in game animes like SAO. Yeah, or like that Game Girl or that girl game something or that one gamer where it's just about people in arcades. You know, it's an anime I'm actually kind of interested in because it's a funny con. It's just interesting to me. They're making there's an anime called Turkey, and it's about bowling. And I'm like, has there ever been a bowling anime? Because I went bowling the other day. I'm like, anime usually has like sports about like anime can be about anything. And I'm like, has there one been about bowling? Because I always low key like bowling as like an activity. I did it when I was younger. As like as like a little I did it like and like I was like in a league. My parents made me like join like a little like bowling league. So I'm always like bowling's always kind of been like a part of my life. And I lived in a small town, so bowling was like one of the rare things you could have done. And to be honest, sports animes are making a comeback personally. Yeah, I've got Blue Lock fucking doing that crazy ass, all the crazy like ref, do something, you know, all that stuff. But I'm here. Let me look it up. I think it's called Turkey. Which honestly, I'm like, why is it called Turkey? Then I remembered, oh wait, a triple strike's called getting three strikes in a row is called a turkey. Here we're talking about the anime basketball and Turkey anime. This one, like this one, looks fun. I don't know how it's gonna be, but it looks fun at least. Haikyuu was probably, yeah, Blue Lock. Haikyuu was probably one of the most boring animes I had watched. 3 episodes in, I fell asleep on the couch. Haikyuu was so hyped for no reason. Yeah, I have somebody S watches it, and I don't really know that much opinions about it, but I heard it was, I heard they liked it. S just thought I started watching like whatever they wanted. One time they just started binging. Like it would be like every week, and they'd start a new show. It'd be like, oh, they finished the DuckTales reboot. Now they're watching what else they're watching Star vs. Force of Evil. Oh, now they're watching all of Psyche K. Oh, now they're watching all of Haiku. Oh, now it's Komi. Like they would like they locked in terms of watching series where I'm just like, oh, I'm watching YouTube. But yeah, I'm interested in this series because of like I watched the basketball one, and Ippo. Ippo I heard was really great. I talking about like Slam Dunk. I think I wish there was more boxing, bro. I wish there was more actually. Have you heard of Megalobox? Since you've probably heard of, you probably like seen it before. Yeah, I'm interested in like this little, in this like original anime. I hope it's fun. I just want this to be kind. It looks like by the vibes of it, it's gonna be fun. Let's see Megalobox. Okay. We got a 1 minute ad coming in, chat. So take the time to like get some water, maybe get some snacks, um, walk around, relax, all that stuff. I really hope y'all. I hope just take a break from it. I'm taking my own little break, so I'm gonna do a little. Gonna go to the BRB screen because honestly, I've been. I don't know if I should like because I know certain people like always will continue the gameplay even the people are behind ads, so it's like a whole thing. Let's see, Brain Run, the Baki's new Fraser Dream. There, that Baki bro, that shit makes no sense. I don't think it's supposed to. It's supposed to be like wildly crazy from what I've seen. I've only have anime through like passing on to like my uncle who's like a super duper weeb. So yeah, ads is coming in now. So yeah, hold on to your butts. I'm gonna go get my own little. I'm gonna do my own little break while you guys are in ads. So bye bye.
Why, hello, hello, my chatty waddies. You guys talking my little animes? Aw, I love when people are passionate about the things they love. Hee 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 hee.
Welcome back, dudes. Let's see, what did I miss? Ragnarok was pretty, let's see. Person, Michael Soft people, stuff that was good. Kicking Ashura wasn't that bad. The Ragnarok, if you ever wanted to see the Zeus beat down Loki. Ragnarok was pretty good to me. Kicking Ashura was good to me. Fighting Brutal's Kegan and Noticing of the Hardy. Record has a good story, like with Jack. People gotta come. Gods fighting humans. Doing my Zeus was my favorite. First was Zeus Adam. Been a while since I watched it. I remember the gods teaming up with each other. Um, yeah. The only thing I really know about like Record of Ragnarok is that I think somebody posted like a female character, and people were just like over like one female character, and people were just like, "Hey, yo, where's she from?" And people just said this like, "Gotcha." I remember it because it was a buff lady. So obviously, when I saw that, I'm like, interested too. Yeah, I'm not ashamed about my love for like muscular women. I don't give a shit. I think they're cool. Respectfully, I'm not gonna be like, why aren't they not dating me? I'm so cool, because that's some sad shit right there. I'm just more like I think that's cool. Yeah, that's just me, chat. Oh, oh yeah, Green. Thanks for giving a sub to Pigeon. Thank you very much. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all doing that. Man, the reason why I like go BRB during like ads because I just feel because I'm like I don't want people to miss out on content. It just seems wrong. It just seems wrong to me. Which I know that if you don't want ads, why do you accept affiliate? Because extra little bit of pocket change is nice. But like I don't know, man. I just feel weird about doing it. I gotta ask some streamer friends. Like I don't feel like. I guess it has to happen. Like if it's a live game, I can't stop it. But if it's like if it's like a game, like a story game, I can pause it. I can just be like, I can just pause it and then wait for ads to be gone or to be done. Plus, 3 minutes not isn't even that long. Like for me, plus it gives me an excuse to make out to get a break out of it. So I don't know. Then it's like if they're paying, then it's like they're paying for subs, and it's like I don't really know, man. I don't know. I have to talk. I've been thinking about it because it's like if I don't do nothing during the ads, if I stop doing something during ad breaks, then there's no point of people subbing because I'm not gonna miss anything. But I feel bad when people don't have subs because they're gonna miss out on shit. I don't know. So I've been thinking about. I guess I'll ask like the other streamer people. Just my thoughts on like my kind of like like not really a moral conundrum, just more like a my thoughts and stuff. That is nothing. That is loud. That is me and my phone. But thank you, Green. I'm not like trying to diminish like what the gifted sub. It's just a thought process I've had. There's a reason why I only smile while I watch my community creators. Why I'm hop. Well, that's the reason why I only watch smaller community streamers. Why am I hopping into a room with several thousand people trying to read, interact, chat? Gross. I was mentioning this earlier, Green. Um, It's the fact that being famous, like for me, doesn't sound that enticing. Because the only thing I'd be really getting out of it is like possible money, and I'd use that money like responsibly, of course. But I don't want to be famous because it's like, why do I want to have every single decision, event, or outgoing in my life being like documented by fucking TMZ saying like, oh, Super J Galaxy pissed too loud in the urinal or something like that. Because it's just like, it's like, I guess it depends on what I'm being famous for. If I get famous for this, like for Twitch streaming, cool, but like, I don't know, man. Like, I guess I add value, or I don't know, man. It's like I'm not diminishing like other streamers. I just feel like I would rather be for famous something. I'm like I do like streaming. I do like streaming, and if I get famous on streaming, then cool. It's cool. I did put a lot of like I put like effort in this. I did put some effort. But if I'm getting famous for something like stupid I did, that's why I think Kai Cenat, shows to be Asmongold, all bring on tier streamers. I would give Kai a pass because I feel like there's some actual kindness there. Speed less, and then can't stand Asmongold. Like, I would give those first two more of a pass, but I will never give Asmongold that pass. How am I supposed to, like, what type of like model are you giving to like, or like you live in a dirty ass room, you live like a stereotypical basement dweller. How the fuck does somebody as negative as, also he's way more negative than those two, somebody as negative as you has that big of a platform? How the fuck do you live how did you live going years in a fucking house in a room with a dead rat as your fucking alarm? Dude's a real life like I don't really follow Kai. Speed's just kind of like his own. He's like listen. He's in a Dick's Sporting Goods like good commercial. Like Kai's also like in a T-Mobile commercial. I do not expect Asmongold to be in any fucking commercial. And like he was in the fucking DMC freaking Devil May Cry series because because him and the creator share like the same worldview about like politics and stuff, which I'm not gonna get into because I refuse, because it's like I can't. It's not there's no point of doing that. Like I always feel like my thing is like when it comes to like back on to like talking about like several thousand people interacting in me in chat, how the fuck do you like monitor that? Because it's like how many like how many mods do you have to like monitor thousands of people? That's why I don't want to get big from this, or like I kind of want to just have like listen to me having a hunt like the 150 follow, like the reason why like I have the face reveal for 150 follows because I thought that was big enough for me. Because obviously not every one of my followers is going to be like an active like chatter because that's unlikely. It just doesn't happen. It's the truth scenario. So it's like if I had 100, if I had like 80 people chatting right now, I would lose my marbles because it's like, how do I monitor? Like, it's not even the fact like, oh, I can't put my attention on it. It's like, yeah, he is a real life gremlin. Green. Sorry, I'm still like kind of like ranting. But like, how do I monitor that? How do I know all of these people that are following me can follow TOS, or like are respectful enough, or like or like good people and like no and like can interact well. And that's why like I'm probably like me opening like a Discord server like other streamers have. I don't think I can do it because it's like I'm like I just don't trust myself with that level of authority. Nor do I like am I good at like online conflict resolution because there's gonna bound to be problems. Good, some person is not gonna like this one person, and it's gonna be a whole fucking mess. And that's why I do not have the guts, or I just don't really like. Yes, it's it good for building my community. Yeah, of course, it is. But I can't really do I just can't. I just don't see. I just don't think I can like manage it because it's event because it's like I don't think I could ever really manage like a server like that. I don't think I could because it's like it's just not my thing. I just don't see myself doing it because I just don't see the appeal, or just I just don't want to. I don't believe. I don't think I have the capabilities to run a server basically because I don't really get it. And talking about more of the fame thing, like here's what I would do if I got famous for something. Like let's say for some weird reason I appeared like kind of like in like a very big movie. Um, I will probably use that money to I would use all the money I'd use from that big blockbuster movie, do a little bit more of those movies to get more money, and then be like, bye guys, and make something else. I said that earlier. Like the streamers I watch, Ellie Boo, Toll, Lo-Fi, the streamers are consistently in the high 60s, and that's comfortable for me. Yeah, listen, man. I follow like a lot of like small, all the like. I think the biggest like I think the biggest person I like watch is a guy called King of Skill. He does a lot of like Smash. He's a lot of like gameplay stuff. He's a YouTuber and streamer, and he gets like in the hundreds, and that feels enough. Like that feels like a lot, like for me, anyways, because it's like that's a lot of people. That's a lot of like how many mods do you get to like to manage that? There's so much like, and like honestly, bro, like if like for me like a goal getting like 10 people like 10 people chatting or like 10 people like chatting or viewing, even though I don't have my viewer I rarely I don't look at the viewer number like at all. That's a goal. That's like a dream for me, bro. Like having 10 people in like in stream, that is like that's good. That's like that's how I would be like that's comfortable for me. Like that's something I would like wish to have. But you know, I have to work for that. I need to be more. I gotta be. I have to have more of appeal. I have to engage. I have to like start building. You know, have to start posting clips on like various social medias. I have to gain an audience, which, you know, to each their own. Not everybody's. It's like a whole. It's a wild west out there. Like if you get, um, like the recognition from people. God, I yapped a lot about that. Holy shit! Chat, start chatting, get your responses in because I went on for a long tangent. Whew. I think I'd have a panic attack if I get swatted. Yeah, that's another fear. Like, people can swat you, and that's illegal. Getting swatted is illegal. Yeah, because that's terrifying. That's another that possibility that I kind of forgot. You can get swatted. Like one of a larger VTuber. Oh, hmm. That's why I didn't know face reveal for a while on my other channel before I stopped. Oh, okay. That's something I really gotta consider. I didn't really think about that because I'm just like, because to me it's just like there's a lot of people who are just there's a lot of people who are smaller who've like shown their face and they've been like fine. But like I know with how big Twitch streaming is, getting to the point of traction where people can swat you is like it doesn't seem too possible. I understand it's a fear, and I completely understand your choice screen, and I respect it. So that's my piece, but I respect your decision to not do that. Um, if you ever like, listen, man, if you ever want to go back to streaming, I will follow the other channel. I'll go. I'll do it. I thought about doing a face reveal at 150 followers, but it won't be like consistent thing. And I would try to be wholesome. I want to be a wholesome streamer. I'll get a little zany and a little tablet lube, but I'll try to be a good role model in an event that anything took off. That's fair. Because it's like the people who even people who do like more lewd stuff are probably like obviously they know the audience and know what they're doing, but like you can still be like lewd, but also still have like good morals. Like it's just like they're not mutually exclusive. It's just your content's just like not wholesome. It's just like a thing. That's how I feel about it. But I respect your choice of being like a good role model. I obviously can't speak of it because I don't trust listen, man. I don't even like trust this. Like, listen, man. I don't even think I'm a good role model. I don't even think. I know that I'm not a good role model. I'm just a dude. Like, I don't really feel like I am. There's not really to look up to when it comes to me right now. I don't think I've like had that journey of like, hey, I don't feel like a good role model. I don't think I don't think I'm at the point in my life where I am a good role model. Maybe when I get older, like in my maybe like when I'm like in my 40s or 50s, I could be. But right now, I'm just still kind of like I'm a 20-year-old dumbass basically. So I don't understand like I don't know if I could be like a good role model in general. Yeah, just hmm. it's hard to like it's hard to really think about things or just like kind of like it's hard. I don't know if it's I don't know, man. Everybody does their own thing with streaming. I'm kind of like a little bit like I'm kind of it's hard to find something to say right now because a lot has been happening. Oh fuck. Shit. I'm a pessimist when it comes to this platform. Like, there's a fine line between being a good streamer and wholesome, and they're selling you out for cheap laughs. Welcome to the entertainment industry. It's bound to happen. You either, in the case of acting, you just create whatever gives you the biggest, whatever gives you. It's either you put all your life into making art, great acting in great pieces and great. I saw myself with your laughs. Oh my god, pigeon. That's kind of real. It's like self-deprecating humor. I guess is the joke here, but like my thing is it's like in any art form you're gonna have people who try to like really create something that they're really passionate about and that says something, and then people who just make stuff for good laughs. Both are valid, but like when it comes to acting, sometimes you have people who really dedicate their lives to like making these great art pieces. You have people who do a little bit of both from time to time, and then you have people who just straight up do whatever the fuck they want or just cheap laugh stuff. I sell you for $1. Oh, come on, bro. Opinion's worth in that. I'm worth $2 at least. All right. How about this? Um, we sell pigeon for $2.50 for $2.50 hot dogs. How about that? I'll give you $1.50. Hey yo, don't even get crazy in my chat, y'all. Why did I sound like that? Ugh, I did not mean to. Why did I say it like that? That's not me. What did I do that for? About 50. This entire chat's been a little bit unhinged. It's been a little bit. It's a little crazy. Y'all, your Southern accent coming out, bro. I'm not even Southern. The closest thing I have to Southern is growing up in a country. You can't do that anymore. Green. No! Oh no! Uh oh. That era's over. Yeah, Green. I don't know. That's fucking crazy. Green reinvents racism. I think I've been watching too many Young Sheldon clips. I think that's why the Southerner came out. Wait. What is it, pigeon? My bad. I didn't mean that joke slip out. Brother, you've said worse to me in VCs. Don't even. Don't even. Don't even try getting canceled on Twitch speedrun. Well, it's 80%. Well, it's been a good few months on streaming. It's been about like 4 months. So bye guys, I'm getting canceled. You guys won't see what I look. I guess you guys won't will never see what I look like on stream. I might push that face reveal thing back, maybe 200. Maybe I will push it back to 200 followers for face reveal for like a face reveal stream. Or it could just be like Toll and just do it out of nowhere for some reason while he's streaming Enya. Don't worry, I asked Garrett. No, don't do that. No. There was a stream that I did with him at his house where we did do a face cam. But I think the VODs is like long gone. I don't even know if he even like has the VOD like upload on his VOD channel. Yeah, I'll scare. I don't he knows me. He wouldn't do that. We had a conversation about like privacy recently, or like or a conversation or something that happened a few months back. Oh, just like the May disappeared, does he disappear too? Oh god, it did. He didn't. It's not on the VOD. I think I probably asked him like, "Hey, can we have just like this deleted?" I think that's what happened. I think I asked him, "Hey, could you like delete the VOD?" Um, Out of respect. I think that's what happened. I think I asked him like, "Hey," because I was a face cam stream. My face cam because my face was shown on stream. That one time. So yeah. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's not on here. Unreal. On a real note, I'm worth $50. $15 chill pension. Who wants it? Who wants him? Oh, Richard Miles on my playlist for 2,000 songs on your playlist. Damn, is that on Spotify? Because honestly, brother, I can't. I've I've barely listened to my playlist. I don't know why I have them. The most consistent one I use is the one I use for alarms. Speaking of alarm, I should probably set one up. I make playlist. I have like three. I have a gym, I have an alarm, and I have my normal ones that I don't really listen to. The last time I listened to it was when I wanted some music in the background when I was driving. You can't play music on here. I was about to suggest a song to play on stream.
Yeah, I would get copied, right, blasted, green, so no thanks.
Let me just change this to this. I can wake up early tomorrow for my trip. Okay. I gotta play a scream of like, I think. Yeah. Part time's gonna make you wanna. Speaking of like backing on the face cam thing, I accidentally did show. I accidentally like leaked or like I had an accidental partial face reveal. I only got like a part of my face, and then people someone made a comment about it, and I'm like, oh, and I'm like, oh, so that VOD is now super dead. My music taste is everywhere. I think I've been going mostly metal, all shoegaze type stuff. Yeah, because you also listen to Good Kid. So that's definitely like alternative kind of not really indie. It's more like it's not all it's indie. Not really. It's like really alternative. Because I think you've mentioned it before. I got a Mexican playlist. Nice. As one Mexican from another, that is really base and sex build. Been listening in for a hot minute. That's good. My ass heartbroken. No, no, Jill. No, brother, no. Ah, it sucks. It sucks getting your heart broken. But we're there for you. We'll cheer you. We will cheer you up. I'm seeing a lineup and make that would make some older emos that would make some older emos rage live. Oh God. Oh, son of a bitch. I'm getting tired, bro. I just been yapping. How's yapping more tiring than me fucking like than like me gaming and yapping? But y'all want to see the name of it? Yeah, share the name of it. It's probably knowing you is probably something unhinged based off the last thing, based off the question you wanted to ask last time. Taking Back Sunday, Hawthorne Heights, Hooba Stank, the chill, the kill, the spill canvas, and Aberlin. I haven't heard none of these guys, so yeah. Showing my age here. I mean, I think I've been listen, man. I've been constantly showing my consistently showing my age here, so it's all good. I'm gonna send you a link, but I'm just gonna but I'll just say it's called the House Building Playlist. I swear to God, if it's just a fucking Left 4 Dead like two like music building sound like song, the bam, that one goes like bam down 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 down, that one. If it was just that for on repeat, I would fucking laugh, but hey, it's probably not. Hawthorne is in for more in a screamo, taking back for alt rock, Hooba Stank for feels, Aberlin if you want to rage, and Spill to Canvas and the Spill Canvas is all rages. No, it's all Mexican music. Ah, okay. Oh, I get it because we need music to put on because we need music. All we need is like a Bluetooth speaker, Modelo, and then boom, a house is being built up in like a few hours. That's interesting. I'll try Taking Back Sunday because I think because it's kind of like closer to like it's probably closer to my taste, like Good Kid. So who knows? Although saying that I listen to Hooba Stank is hilarious. Hooba Stank. It's one letter off from Booba Stank. with that said, I think it's a good playlist. I hope you enjoy it. Music is really subjective, so I can't really say. I'm like,
Your playlist ain't based. It's actually cringe. Cause I'm a rat.
Taking Back Sunday album, Where You Want to Be, Discard the album cover, They're Trying to Be Edge at the time. I could listen to the entire album from back to word, know every song for World. And I forgot how old Green is. Damn. Green, you just got called Unk. How do you feel about that? You probably got called Unk before. It's all good, brother. I got a pigeon and a paladin that wears green chilling in the rubber room with me. A giant rat. All you need to know, my birthday starts in '99, brother. It's fine. Like, I have friends around my age that start with the '99, with the 19. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bro. I have a group chat with like some close friends, and two of them. Oh, what's up? What's up, Nick? What's up, Nick? What's up, bro? How you doing? Oh hell no, Green might be old as my dad. Holy shit. How you doing, bro? We're just chatting about whatever. We were chatting about like music just now. How are you? I'm doing good, brother. How about you? How are you holding up? Glad to see you come in. Thank you for the first time chat. It hurts. It's 93. It's in my early 30s. You fuck. Oh god, I'm losing my mind. Oh man, that sucks. Here. You stream. Nick. So I'm gonna give you Marvel Rivals. Ah, yeah. I've been kind of following the game news, but I haven't been really following. You do stream. You stream, brother. You get a shout out, that's why. My Clops is closer to 40 last time I checked. I haven't really back on the Marvel Rivals talk. I haven't really I've been following the game, like the news, but I haven't played it since like February. I kind of stopped playing. I didn't touch any of the Fantastic Four members, but I am keeping up to date with news and like characters. I heard Ultron just go. You don't know how to do that. I do that, and I do that for any streamer who comes in here. They can even pop in for a lurk, and they'll get a shout out. Like it doesn't matter if you even say hi once, you're getting a shout out because we support we support streamers here. Yeah, my Bob's getting close. It's not worth the mental stress to play Rivals. I just I didn't even play a comp. I just played it casually. It's not with friends. I would play like I think the most time I put into it is to get that Jeff skin for the winter event, where he's in this cool little in his little in his little jacket. That's the most Rivals I have played. Nah, you're good, dude. I was just I'm being the cool older Twitch brother. He's yeah. I think you might. For what I know, Green, you might be the oldest person in my. You might be the oldest person following me that I know of. Or does this mean Green has the power over me since he's my elder? I could allow that, but I try to keep everybody's usually equal here. I don't really have like a community in a way where I can tell like who's gonna be older Twitch brother. So I can't really say. I don't have like a or just so, but Green's probably like but by default he probably is. And no, I don't think he would. I don't think Green would abuse his power anyways. But then again, it is Green. He did impersonate me on Discord as a bit. I feel like Green's the old dude at the job site that lets you fuck up and so you can chuckle and has sex in so he can chuckle and then has to fix the mess you made. He's definitely that like old. He's definitely gives off that vibe of like that one dude who's just kind of been there forever and just been like, okay, he'll train you and be like, okay, this is how the boss wants you to do it, but this is how I do it, and it's gonna save you so much time. He'll teach you all the shit. He'll teach you all the tips and tricks to be like, hey, you want to avoid some work when you have free time, you want to look busy. Here's what you do. Green is definitely that homie. He's definitely the guy who'd be like, here, just do this, and they pretend and they think you'll be busy. All right. I think we're gonna. I think we're gonna. I think it's a good point to end stream right now. So I will get everything ready. But thank you everybody for coming in. Thank you very much. This is a very nice thing to do before I leave. I kind of want to do one. I kind of want to do like another like brief just chatting next time, just for like 30 minutes before continuing playing more Sonic Unleashed. But that won't be um until way later, and that won't be till next Wednesday. I will be back next Wednesday, chat, when I'm live. So next week is when I will be live. First things first, we'll be sending out our ever iconic message that is rat sandwich, rat sandwich, rat sandwich. Let me just move this up so you can see it. Let's see. How about the thank yous? Thank you, Chill, for coming in. Thank you, Dubois, for coming in. Thank you, Green, for coming in. Thank you, Nick, for coming in. Appreciate y'all. Hope you have a great day. I am thankful to have you guys as an audience. I am thankful to have you guys here in the first place. I'm thankful that I even have like the privilege and the opportunity to Twitch stream as often as I can. I'm very thankful that this is my situation, and yeah, whatever you guys are trying to achieve, whatever in life you're trying to achieve, I hope you achieve it. I hope life treats you well. If it's not, I hope it treats you better and you find a solution to it. Oh my God, Green. Thank you. Thank you, Green. I gotta get custom like stuff for that, but thank you very much, Green. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, brother. That's all, and I am had to be 10. You might be the Pina of this Twitch stream, because I basically told her, "Hey yo, bro, you ain't." I basically asked Peanut, "You don't have to donate to me." I basically told her not to, because I'm just like, I'm good, thank you. But this because this is fine enough support. Even you guys chatting for a bit is all I really need. But yeah, thank you all very much for being here. I appreciate all of you. I hope that great things happen to you. I hope everything you are trying to achieve happens to you, as I said earlier, and I hope life treats you well. I'll be back next Wednesday. I'll be out of town. I won't be home for the next few days, so I will be back to stream Wednesday. I can't wait to see y'all. We're gonna probably continuing more. We're gonna probably getting closer to finishing Sonic Unleashed, but I want to do just a little bit of just chatting before we start, and just overall have a good vibe. But yeah, thank y'all very much. Let's go find somebody to raid. We raided Naomi Cat last time, so I'm gonna raid Bob. I'm gonna raid Mythical Bob. He's a pretty cool Dead by Daylight streamer. Um, he's a super chill guy. I appreciate. He's pretty chill. Um, he's playing Dead by Daylight for the Springtrap season, so if y'all are into Dead by Daylight, he's pretty chill. Um, super cool guy, and yeah, that's a manor rating. I hope everything once again. Thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate all of you. See you guys next Wednesday. I hope life treats you well. I hope. Just want a little quick message for y'all, chat. Chat, you're strong enough to conquer life and conquer this day. You are strong enough. Thank you for the second green. You're strong enough to do anything you put your mind to. You will live good long. You will Life will treat you well. Thank you for daily cheese. You will achieve great things. You have the tenacity and the determination to do anything you would please. You have the strength, the courage, and the will to get to where you want to be in life, to be the happiest in your life, because all of you deserve it. You guys, you have to realize that you have to give yourself a little more credit for time to time. So that's just what I want to leave yourself. Give yourself a little bit more credit, and just kick life's ass for me. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Um, but yeah, see you guys then, and bye, chat.